Okay, and we're back with another episode of the Illuminati News Hour show right here on Illuminati Podcast, Illuminati Radio Podcast, with your host, Pastor Michael Smith, and your co-host, Sister Harvey. If you are new to this podcast, make sure you hit that follow button. Hit that notification bell and go ahead and hit that share button while you're at it and share it with your social media platforms. As well as if you want to financially support this truth podcast, it's very easy. $, Cash App is $, Illuminati Radio Fund. That's Illuminati Radio FUND. Alright, so we have Rick James. We're on Rick James, right, Sister Harvey?
Yes.
Yeah, Rick James got a Showtime. It seems like it seemed like after Rick James came out of rehab, it seemed like everybody seemed to be making money off of Rick James, but Rick James. Yeah, because when Rick James came out of rehab and he resurfaced and started, doing interviews and everything, the man was fat and broke. You know what I'm saying? His face was fat, his body was fat, you know what I'm saying? It's a long way from the skinny Rick James. You know what I'm saying?
Hello.
He was fat and broke. But yet after his death, it seems like everybody is making $1 off of Rick James, but Rick James' family. Where is Rick James' family? Do he got any kids or any damn aunties, nieces, nephews, or something? And what happened to the Rick James estate? You see, everybody seems to be making money off of Rick James. Shouldn't some of that money be going through some of his family members?
You would think.
You would think, right? But let's go ahead and hear this.
All right. See it. First look at Showtime's documentary, Itching, the Sound and Theory of Rick James. Showtime has snapped up the rights to the documentary about Rick James.
I bet you they didn't snap up the rights from Rick James' estate. How much you want to make a bet on that one? I bet you Showtime did not go to the Rick James estate or Rick James' mama or daddy or auntie, niece, nephew, kids or whatever. Showtime didn't go to nobody that's related to Rick James. But Showtime definitely went to somebody that managed the Rick James content.
Well, for them to snap up the rights to the documentary, they had to go to family members to get some information, wouldn't it?
You would think, right?
So they had to, talk to a family member. So what kind of documentary you about to put out there?
Exactly. You would think that would be logically right, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't even think Rick James had control over his own stuff. That's why he was so broke. That's why he was so broke when he came out of rehab.
Yeah, he was broke and fat.
But go ahead.
The film, which premiered the Tribeca Festival on Tuesday, explored the lows and highs and very highs of the funk icon's life story. They got to get the information from the family. Directed by Jerkins, come out bitching the sound and theory of Rick James. Focus on how the Buffalo, New York native born James Ambrose Johnson Jr., that's his real name, gave funk music a pop edge and features rare performance footage never before seen, home videos, original interviews with legendary artists, collaborators and friends, and a treasure trove of recorded interviews with Rick James, who died in 2004. So it sounds like they're going to the friends They ain't said nothing about no family collaborating with them.
So they going to you said they going to a friend of Rick James?
They said they are. Let me back that up. Is this pop? Okay, let me back it up. Okay. Funk music, pop ads, and features rare performance. These are rare performances, footage never before seen, home video. They got that. Original interviews with legendary artists, with the S, and collaborators and friends. I don't know who collaborators are, and friends. And a treasure trove of recorded interviews with Rick James, who died in 2004.
Hey man, who had all of this content? Who had all of this content? Who recorded all this content that damn Rick James did along the years of his career?
That nobody's seen before.
That nobody's seen before.
Right. And they said the documentary presents a full scope of James' dramatic career and the punk funk music he left behind. All is fair in funk and war, comments legendary Bootsy Collins. In the clips for the film, the premier cable network will air on an unspecific date. They ain't specifying what date it is. This film is yet another striking work for Sasha as he continues to document and contextualize the most iconic figures and events that have shaped the contemporary black experience in America. Showtime non-fiction.
So they just said somebody's name there.
Mm-hmm.
That's some who is shaping the black events in black history. They just said somebody's name there. What name was that?
Striking work from Sacha. Is S-A-C-H-A.
S-H. Oh, so that's a female. S-H-C-H-A. Sasha.
It's S-A-C-H-A.
Sasha. Yeah, S-A-C-H-A. Oh, Sasha.
I ain't saying no last name. You just got that one name right there. They talking about this is a he. As he continues.
Sasha's a he?
It said, as he continues to document the most iconic figures and events that was shaped.
Then where the hell did this she get Rick James exclusive footage from? Could this be one of Rick James's lovers?
Who knows?
Because we heard that, because I was listening to Power 105 The Breakfast Club, and they was doing a report on this as well, and they reenacted a scene where Rick James was trying to get the record company to put his record out. So Rick James put a whole bunch of coke on the desk, snorted the coke, jumped on top of the desk, pulled out his pants, and stuck his rod in the producer's face and said, "Play my music."
Damn, he was fucked up. He was fucked up.
So this Sasha she, obviously, because it's a female's name, but then they refer to it as a he.
That's what it's saying.
And this she have obtained exclusive interviews from Rick James, exclusive content, music, unreleased, and this is unreleased stuff. So
video
and unreleased videos. So in order for you to have all that stuff, you had to be really, really close to Rick James. So was Rick James a two-way streeter? We gonna find out later on that Rick James has come out of the closet?
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, because he said he's a super freak.
Yeah.
You know, you can't get no freakish than, you know what I'm saying, same sex. With the same sex. You can't get no freakier than that. Sasha. And he's a he. Oh, Lord. So that's who got paid for selling this content to Showtime. So this Sasha guy, yes, it's a guy. This Sasha guy sold this content to Showtime.
This is an uncut iPod. Say it like it is. He, she.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I'm gonna call the faggot. This faggot.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? This faggot that Rick James done, you know what I'm saying, secretly slept with. You know what I'm saying? Happened to obtain all of this footage because probably Rick James entrusted this faggot with his stuff because probably Rick James was in love with this faggot. You know what I'm saying?
And he probably got paid to keep quiet. All that shit was pushed under the rug for a long time. He probably paid him to keep quiet.
Yeah, and because come on, you also now you come out with this unreleased footage, exclusive footage and conversations about Rick James. You got to be close. Got to be motherfucking close.
Well, let's just see if it's true.
And
if you look at the year that Rick James been gone, and you waited all this time to come up with this.
He probably was. You know what I'm saying? What happened? He probably was trying to sell this content to the highest bidder. In Hollywood, you know what I'm saying? And Showtime probably was the highest bidder. He probably went to HBO.
They snapped it up.
You know what I'm saying?
They snapped it up.
Exactly. He probably went to HBO.
Somebody else did it.
Exactly. And Showtime was the highest bidder. And Showtime. Go ahead.
In this case, he really gone deep to eliminate the artist beyond the headline and show the musical groundbreaking path of Rick James without shying away from the painful and difficult demons he battled throughout. Post-disco Motown Records breakthrough artist James is best remembered as the creator of hits such as Super Freak, Give It To Me Baby, and Mary.
Wait. Let's rephrase that. Give it to me, Sasha.
and punk funk. And a punk funk.
Yeah. You know what? You know what we call punks in the chain gang? That's a queer. That is a homo. That's what they call punks in the chain gang. Punks are homos. Punks are those who wear, you know what I'm saying, lipstick, men who wear lipstick and dresses. That's what a punk is. A punk is a man who wants to be a woman. That's what a punk is. So
I done heard the term freak. But what the hell is a super freak?
A super freak is to be a non-binary. It's to be a non-binary or a non-monogamist. That's what a super freak is.
They're talking about a punk funk trailblazer who collaborated with Neil Young.
Yeah, a super freak is having sex with a woman while a man is on top of you, behind you, having sex with you. That's what a super.
That's what that means. That's a super.
That's what a super freak is right there.
And then it got the Temptations, Smokey Robinson, Neil Rogers, Eddie Murphy, Tina Marie, the Mary Jane Girls, MC Hammer, the singer, songwriter, and instrumentalist legend legacy includes a controversy laden behind the scenes lifestyle that included substance abuse, lawsuits, high-profile prison stints.
Sister Harvey, you remember that time damn Rick James, you know what I'm saying, was in the news for burning his girlfriend with a crack pipe?
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh man, he was worse than damn Ike. Eat the cake, anime.
Yes, he was. He was worse than Ike.
Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. And it says Jerkins, a former hip-hop journalist, aims to present a complete picture of James, who lived on a infamy due to large parts to iconic behind the music, unsung biography, narrator, widely popular Chappelle Show sketches that introduce him to the younger audience. The wild side of Rick James often eclipsed his musical genius, but the mathematical equation that is his life depends on all of the numbers to make the whole. Jerkins said, "Our aim was to create a balanced portrait of a brilliant artist who both chased his dreams, stalked more than a few demons. Still, his influence on funk and popular music and culture is unparalleled, and he eventually rise to the top. His eventually rise to the top is easily more compelling than any free-based rush. And that was the end of that.
Yeah, I won't be too surprised if later on down the line it'll be announced that. Huh?
I want to know the Sasha will come out with give up the dirt.
Yeah, I won't be too surprised as further down the line they say Rick James was gay.
I wouldn't be surprised either.
You know what I'm
how
saying?
they do when people die. They come out and tell it all.
And Sasha the faggot, it was his lover.
He can get the money too.
Because we ain't heard nothing about.
Family.
Yeah, because we ain't heard nothing about this Sasha fag until now.
Let me go back to that name. Hold up.
You know what I'm saying? Well, we ain't heard that from his mama, his daddy, his sister, auntie, niece, nephew, cousins. You know what I'm saying? Long lost relatives. We ain't heard nothing from nobody. But this guy right here, who is not related to him, but happened to have this and not his family?
Yeah, because it's like this film is yet another striking work from Sasha, as he continues to document everything, the most iconic figure and events that has shaped the black experience in America. Showtime's non-fiction programming chief, Benny Malhotra, said the Tuesday's announcement, in this case, he's really gone deep to eliminate the artist beyond the headlines and show the musical groundbreaking path of Rick James without shying away from the painful, difficult demons he battled throughout. Yeah, so Sasha could give up the dirt.
Yeah, she done already got the bag, you know what I'm saying? The Showtime has already paid. So when is it gonna be airing on Showtime?
They say it was no specific date, but I guess we'll hear about it later.
Yeah.
But whatever Sasha put out there, how they put that together, and if the family ain't feeling it, that's when they gonna come out. You know.
I don't know the family. The family ain't. You ain't heard nothing from the family when he was on the.
He left.
When he was on the Chappelle Show, we ain't heard nothing from his family or nothing. We ain't heard nothing from the family. When his funeral, when he so-called died, we didn't hear nothing. His funeral was not like DMX's or even Black Rob's.
It It was hush, hush, quiet, quiet.
Yeah, we didn't hear nothing from nobody.
I mean, that was a quiet funeral. Nobody didn't hear nothing stand up and get in front of the camera and say nothing.
Exactly. Nobody said be on the lookout for.
We don't know if we got any children or not. You know, like you said.
Exactly. And all the fucking he was doing, I'm pretty sure he should have had some children.
The way he was moving around.
Yeah. Unless he was moving around with the same sex, Sasha.
Well, you ain't gonna get no babies from that.
No, you ain't. You just probably gonna get little turds. That's about it. Little turds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Skid marks in your drawers. Mm-hmm. That's about it.
Documentary. We'll see.
Oh, man. I tell you. Yeah. All right, people. There you have it. You know what I'm saying? Do you have any rebuttals about this, Sister Harvey?
Nope, not at all. It is what it is.
Okay. Sound like some queer shit to me.
Yeah. Ain't nothing new. And like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if that's what come out.
and
he gonna give the dirt. Oh, yeah. He gonna give the dirt.
Sure enough is.
They're gonna release unseen videos, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, he's a super freak.
But I was like, wait a minute, I know the word freak, but then you gonna put super in front of it?
Yeah.
Like a Superman or something? What's
yeah.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. Okay. There you have it, people. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for tuning in, logging on to another episode of the Illuminati Radio News Hour show right here on Illuminati Radio Podcast with your host, Pastor Michael Smith, and your co-host, Sister Harvey. If you are new to this podcast, make sure you hit that follow button. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified if we have a notification bell somewhere around there. Hit it. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and share this podcast as well. You know what I'm saying? If you want to financially support this podcast, you're welcome to do that. The Cash App is $ Illuminati Radio FUND. That's Illuminati Radio Fund. Illuminati Radio FUND. And don't forget, people, if you want to join my exclusive Facebook Messenger group where you can tune into our nightly Bible study classes, you can do so by sending me a friend request to my Facebook page, which is PSTR Michael Smith on Facebook. That's PSTR Michael Smith on Facebook. And I will add you to the group. Till next time, stay tuned. God bless you.